everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lucy and today I am delighted to finally be sharing my bookshelf tour. So it's been a long time that I have been on booktube, 7 years to be precise. Have I done a bookshelf tour? No, not really. So I don't know why I haven't done one before, but this is obviously a long time coming. I'm just about to move house, so I wanted to give you guys a glimpse of what my bookshelf actually looks like now, and then maybe I'll do another one in like 6 months time just to show you what it's like in the new place. So as you can see behind me, these are my bookshelves. I have two main bookshelves, and then I have kind of piles on top of here. I also have some more bookshelves over this way, which I will show you guys very, very shortly. So if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, guys, please do hit that subscribe button for more bookish videos. I've got some really exciting ones coming. As I said, I'm moving, so there'll be lots of moving content, lots of book content, and I really, really hope you enjoy my videos. So guys, without further ado, let's get on to the bookshelf tour. So before we get onto the main two bookshelves, I wanted to show you guys these two shelves that I have just on the left of my desk. So as you can see, this is the bottom one and this is the top shelf. So starting off on this bottom shelf, first we have this little cool quill statue that I found, and as I wanted to kind of make this desk area my writing desk, I wanted to kind of have this little bit of inspiration here. So first off we have my Cassandra Clare books here. These are the Waterstones special edition copies. I really, really love these guys. Look how gorgeous they are. So I don't have any order to these shelves at all. You will see that as a trend in my bookshelves. I don't really have a lot of order to them. They are just as they are, and I kind of just like to do it, you know, with big hardbacks like this here and then kind of reduce down in terms of size. So this is a new book that I've recently got, The Sin Eater. Very excited about that. Then we have the Winner's Curse series, one of my favourite series of all time. And then we just have some DVDs here, as well as some Switch games. And then this is the top shelf here. This is just a cute little L bookend that I got. Obviously my name is Lucy, so this is a really nice little bookend that I got that I thought was really sweet. We then just have books up here that I just don't really tend to read, or maybe I'm not intending on reading, that maybe I need to get rid of. But we have a few kind of random books here. We have the Gracelink books, we have the paperback version of Lady Midnight. We have the Bone Season, which I still haven't read yet. I probably should get around to reading that. Then at the end here, we have the Penguin ATP Classics, the Little Black Classics. So this is Jane Austen's The Beautiful Cassandra. Look how dusty it is. This is how often I go up here. I just never tend to read these books. And we also just have other little small books up here, like The Tale of Peter Rabbit, which is another really nice addition. So let's get on to the two main bookshelves. You'll recognise these. These are the IKEA Billy bookshelves, which I feel is just kind of the classic on booktube really. But as I said in the clip before, I don't really have any order. I just kind of like piling them in different directions that really kind of make it look quite dynamic and a bit different. And I will show you guys a little bit closer. So up at the top, this is what the books look like. I only really keep hardbacks up here. As you can see, I just keep stacks of different hardbacks, and the bigger ones always go up at the top here. So I'm not quite tall enough to pull books up to show you, but here are some of my favourites. I have my big Hamilton book up here. I have Holly Black. I have Kate Moss. I have a George R.R. Martin up here somewhere. So yeah, this is where all my kind of big bulky hardbacks will go. So I like to call this my Sarah J Maas shelf. I have these really cute little pins, which I got in like numerous pre-order competitions and things like that. I really like these little pins. They're just like really cute, as you can see. And as I said, Sarah J Maas shelf. So we've got the two Crescent Cities up here. We have the hardback and we have the proof. We have the American editions of A Court of Wings and Ruin. This is what this looks like. And the American edition of A Court of Frost and Starlight. Now, I don't collect the American editions for every version of Sarah J Maas. As you can see, all of these are the UK editions from Throne of Glass, to A Court of Thorns and Roses, and yeah, we've got the Assassin's Blade here as well. And then I actually got sent this little pack of tarot cards in a book mailing, and I just thought they'd make a really nice addition to my Sarah J Maas shelf, so I just kind of keep them there. This is also where I just keep a random array of things. So these are also Sarah J Maas pre-orders. Let me show you. So we have the signed print of what was this one, Crown of Midnight, and then this print is the pre-order prize for A Court of Wings and Ruin, I believe. It's just a map of the world from A Court of Thorns and Roses, so I kind of keep these bits on my Sarah J Maas shelf. And then I also have my 2 Taylor Swift kind of like special edition albums. So we have the Lover Journal, the deluxe album, and we have the Reputation kind of magazine. So these are both really cool, and I always love to just get the special editions of the Taylor Swift albums, always. So guys, that was this shelf. Let's go across to the next one. So we are moving across to the second bookshelf, and this is the top shelf. So here I have a little History of England written by Jane Austen. She actually wrote this when she was a child, kind of for fun. She would write it for her sister Cassandra. So I got this at the Jane Austen Centre in Bath and just really love the look of it. So this usually stays here. I like keeping it on display. Then over here, these are kind of basically like nice looking larger books. So either trade paperbacks or just hardbacks that I just wanted to kind of show off in a cute way. Also, it's a big space saving hack. If you have too many books, maybe try stacking them like this as well as like this, because then you get more on your bookshelves. I also have, well, I have too many books, not enough space, so I have more up here, and I've kind of just got random hardbacks here. I've got the John Green Turtles All the Way Down, A Discovery of Witches, Queen of Air and Darkness paperback. As you can see, my series aren't in order. I kind of just, this is really bad, I'm such a bad booktuber, but I just kind of shoved them anywhere. Like, if it looks nice, I will keep them there. So on this shelf, I have a little Dr. Mario amiibo. Dr. Mario is a favourite of me and my boyfriend, so he bought me this as a little kind of token. Then I have these books as like the main kind of point of interest on this shelf. Again, it's a space-saving hack, but also I just thought it would be really cute to display these. I have Nevernight and God's Grave, never read them. I know I need to read them. I have some cute little dinky hardbacks here. I've got Circe, one of my favourite books of all time. I've got a proof of The Starless Sea. Annoyingly, it did arrive with a little bit of water damage here, but it is still a gorgeous proof. Look at this. So this is one of, let me have a look. So this is copy 97 out of 100 limited proofs of The Starless Sea. So I was really excited to receive this. So it is kind of like pride of place over here. Okay, so we're going to move across to the second bookshelf again, and here is this shelf. So this shelf, again, I just like the look of having a different kind of position of where the books can go. So these are all my proofs from a while back. There's a Renee Ardier proof, Caraval, Frostblood, Replica, just like proofs that I haven't read but want to. We have A Curse So Dark and Lonely here. Look at that proof, it's stunning, which I do want to get around to reading. I have a Jane Austen non-fiction book here. I of course have my Six of Crows books. So I have the proof of Six of Crows alongside Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom paperbacks. I do find it a bit weird that I don't as a rule keep my series in order, but I managed to keep Six of Crows in order, mainly because it's just 2 books. And now for the third shelf down. As you can see, I have replicated this kind of format again. I've got Rainbow Rowell here. This is kind of like, not really my Rainbow Rowell shelf, but I've got Fangirl, Carry On, Landline. Then this is where I've kept a few of my Penguin cloth-bound classics. I have The Odyssey, Jane Eyre and Frankenstein. I really love those editions. They're some of my favourite editions. So basically this is kind of a mashup of all genres, which I quite like. I think it makes it look interesting, and I like how all the colours are just very random, and it's a very colourful bookshelf. I also like to have hardbacks at the end, so they kind of like bookmark the shelf. So you will see I will have hardbacks at the end of each of my shelves. Then across to the second bookshelf we go. We have The Testaments by Margaret Atwood. We have a kind of mix of hardbacks over here. And that's basically because I didn't want to do it in the middle like the other shelves, like this kind of block of books. So I thought I'd put this right at the end of this row, and I think this looks really, really cute. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of like the look of this. And then hidden up here, I actually have a few other books which I just didn't have space for anywhere else, so I just kind of shoved them on top of there. Yeah, quite messy shelves, not gonna lie, but it kind of works for me. So we are now at the kind of bottom 2 shelves of each of the bookcases. So I'm gonna zoom in on this one now. As you can see, I have a little Kylo Ren Funko Pop. My friend bought me this for Christmas. I just am a bit of a Kylo Ren fangirl, what can I say? So he lives here, he always goes here, but I'll move him away for now. Then we have a collection of series here. We have the Raven Boys series, we have Glass Sword Red Queen down here, and then at the further side of the shelves we do actually have the hardbacks of Warstorm and King's Cage. We also have the whole Northern Light series here. We have Catwoman by Sarah J Maas, haven't read that yet, surprise surprise. And we just have a few paperbacks kind of like up here. So we are going to pan across to this shelf. So this is the second bookshelf, the 4th row down. So in this one we have a proof copy of Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. This is such a beast of a proof, as you can see, so it takes up a lot of space. So I kind of just put this here. We have a gorgeous edition of Wuthering Heights here. We have another kind of like row of stacked books here, again to save space, but also I think it looks pretty. So we have Jane Austen Pride and Prejudice here, another Jane Austen biography, a Georgette Heyer, Carlos Ruiz Zafón, North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. All my favourite classics basically. We also have a proof of Ninth House, which I just haven't gotten around to reading yet, but look at this proof. It's so stunning. And then we just have a selection of paperbacks here, and at the end we have the new book by Caroline Hirons, Skincare, which, you guessed it, is about skincare. So guys, we are going down now to the bottom shelves of the bookcases. So let's go to the left one. So here we are on the ground. I'm literally sitting on the floor right now. However, we have some order, finally. We have a series here, Sweet Evil. Have I read this? No. We have the Mistborn series here by Brandon Sanderson. We have Philippa Gregory books, which I don't know if these are in a series together, but at least they're by the same author. We have Patrick Rothfuss's Name of the Wind. We have my pal Lucy Parry's book. This is The Paper and Heart Society, which I very kindly got sent a proof of. And as you can see, I have stuck with this in the middle because I just like the way it kind of divides these two sets of books. I think it looks quite cool. We also have a hardback of The Handmaid's Tale. Look at these end papers. Like, I think that's pretty special. It's really, really pretty. So that's the first bookcase done. Let's move across to the final one over here. So again, I am sitting on the floor, but I wanted to show you guys the final shelf. We have the special edition of The Book of Dust. It is a really beautiful book. As you can see, I'm kind of making a mess of holding this because it is just so heavy. So it is such a gorgeous edition. We also have the Christmas Chronicles, and this is by Nigel Slater, as you can see. This is a Christmas kind of cookery book, which I think is really cute. And then we have another stack. We have Warcross on the bottom here by Marie Lu. We have Gemina and Illuminae from Amy Kaufman and Jade Kristoff. And then we have The Darker Shade of Magic, well, 2 books in the Darker Shade of Magic series by V.E. Schwab. We have A Darker Shade of Magic and A Gathering of Shadows. And then up at the top here, we have The Book Thief. So that's up there. Over to the right here, we have Heartstopper Volume 1 by Alice Oseman, one of my favourite graphic novels. We have The Plantagenets by Dan Jones. And we have The Brothers York by Thomas Penn. And finally, at the end, we have War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. It can't be a bookshelf tour without including this massive tome, because I feel like this book probably sits on a lot of people's bookshelves and just never gets read. So I have not read this. I do intend to read it one day in my life. God knows when that'll be. So guys, that is it for my bookshelf tour. So you may be thinking, Lucy, you don't have a lot of books. But that is because I basically gotten rid of a lot of books and I only have these two main bookshelves. I also keep a lot of books kind of stacked by my bed, like on my bedside table. And those are just the ones I'm currently reading. So I kind of do have a lot of books on the go at the same time. And I just try and get rid of books when I can because I live in London and space is at a premium here. I do one day want to have a kind of like library wall of books, but that may be a while in coming. So these are my bookshelves. Guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do give this a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe for more bookish videos. And I will see you very, very soon in my next video. Bye!